Good day, Fragcom. Welcome back. My name's Jonathan. You are witnessing take 39 of this video, and we will not be turning off the camera this time. We're riding it out no matter what happens, so buckle up. Yes, so today we're doing part 2 of the Top Shelf Trilogy, and you can see most of that top shelf's cleared off. We've got the things just below it, and then we're all done. And then we have one bonus video of all the hauls that I've accumulated over the last couple of weeks, and I figured I'd hold on to those and make one separate video. They technically are additions to the collection. So that'll be one more video past the collection series, and then we can get on to other things. So we'll do a little housekeeping, and then we'll jump right in. Coffee cup of the day, Stone Wolf. That face says it all. It's the mood of the day. Okay, coffee. I told you we're not turning this video off. Scent of the day. I was looking for something chocolatey or coffee maybe, and I ended up settling on this. And this is Coromandel. And this is the EDT version, and it's a killer. Not to take away from the EDP, which is very nice, but I've discovered over the last number of months that the EDT offerings from Chanel are really something special, and I'm happy to have that one in the collection. Okay, so we're gonna start with Guerlain's, and we're gonna start with where I started in niche perfumery, really. I think I got a haul from Fragrance Net or Fragrance Buy or one of those, and they put a sample of this in, and this is Santal Royale. And at the time I was messing around with Versace and Mont Blanc and whatever else, and I got a decant of this, and I was like, holy cow. I was like, what is this? I'd never smelled anything like it to that point, and I was just knocked out. And obviously this has been in my collection near the longest, and I like it. Now this line takes some heat, and and I get it. I get the criticism. Some of them are a little screechy. They use synthetics on some of these. Some of these are reformed older fragrances, and we'll get to that in a minute. This one is Queer Ententes, and I like this. And I also get the criticism that some of them aren't miles apart from each other. But I like this line. I don't care what anybody says, and really is up to me at the end of the day, isn't it? This is Oud Essential. And I like these bottles, these little bee bottles. They're really kind of nice. Alright, let's see, what do we have here? This is Patchouli Ardent. I think the last time I tried to tape this video I called this Patchouli Absolute or something. Like I said, we're not turning this video off for nothing. A good patchouli. Not a great patchouli, but a good patchouli. This one is Bois Mysterio. And talking about things put into this line that may have been reformulated, I think, to my nose, Sange is better. I think when they put it into this line and renamed it Bois Mysterio, I think they did something to it. I think they kind of maybe skimped a little bit on the materials and kind of used synthetics to kind of fill in the cracks. Now, while this is very good and one of my favorite from this line, next to Santal Royale maybe, it's not as good as Sange. It's just a tick below Sange. This one maybe my least favorite from this line, and this is Musk Noble, and it's just musk. It's just musk. It doesn't do anything fantastic. It's not doing cartwheels. It's an easy wear. I wear this. I don't have a problem with this. It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't do much for me. Okay, moving on to one of the better Guerlains in my opinion. And this is a classic and all-time fragrance. This is a reference vetiver, and it's really very good. It's not for the everyday wearer. This, however, may be more for the everyday wearer, and it's probably why I don't quite like it. I had high hopes for this. Vetiver Extreme, I'll make that one extreme. But no, in fact, what this is, I think, is a more palatable vetiver for the everyday wearer. This is a little bit more playful, a little bit. They kind of sanded the edges off of that vetiver, and even there's a twinge of sweetness in there, which I don't know, not great in my opinion. Okay, this is an absolutely wonderful fragrance, and this is Encens Mythique, and this is in that line, but this is the earlier version of it. And now I don't have the newer Encens Mythique to compare. I hear there's little if any differences, but this one is phenomenal. The ambergris in this one is top notch, really second to none. Okay, that's another beauty. This is, if you've never gotten your nose on it, worth a sniff. And this is Rose Barbare, and this is a wonderful fragrance. One of my favorite Guerlains and one of my favorite roses. Really fantastic. Okay, I have 4 from this next line, and this is Chamade Homme. And Chamade, I kind of struggled to see what was so special about this when I first got it, but you can see the dent I put on it since. It's really wonderful. Hyacinth, you know, it's you wouldn't think hyacinth could make a great masculine fragrance, but it certainly does, and that's a wonderful fragrance. This one is an all-time classic, like the vetiver. I don't have to say much about this. This is Derby. And not easy to get either. It's kind of hard to find, and the older ones are even more ghostly and difficult to find. I'm just happy to have that bottle. I'd love to smell the first coming of Derby, but man, that's a super unicorn. This is Lame d'un Eros, and I wasn't totally convinced about this one, but it has grown on me over the last couple of years. I really do like it. It's an easy summer wear for me. Okay, this is Arsène Lupin, and this is the Dandy. There's a Voyou version, and I like this one. I like this one a lot. Okay, a couple of randos that just happen to be up on that shelf. Don't have to say much about this one. This is Yves Saint Laurent's Rive Gauche. And while this is very good, I've always questioned how it is it became such a unicorn. It's good, but it's just I don't know. I just this is one of the unicorns that I question. One of these days I'm going to have to get the newer Rive Gauche and the other YSLs that were repackaged, the M7 and M7 Oud Absolute, and see what they're about. I bet you that they're nearly as good as that one. Anyway, this is a favorite, and I'm so happy to have the Guerlain version. This is Leather Oud. This is really a wonderful fragrance. And just the other day, I was doing a comparison between this one and this one. And this is Tobacco Oud. And I found a lot of similarities between these two. Really kind of interesting. Yeah, so, you know, that's what I do on my downtime. Okay, we're moving over to Uncle Serge. Not crazy about these bottles, but the fragrance is pretty good. And this is Queer Maresque. I don't know what the earlier version smelled like. If these bottles came along with reformulations, I don't know. But that is a very good leather, very dry, very to the point leather. Okay, here's a couple from the L'Homme Ideal line, and this is the L'Entente, and this is very good masculine, kind of, you know. Doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it is very good. It's not my favorite from the line. This one is my favorite from the line, and this is the Extreme, and this is a plum, so I don't really need to say much else about it. It's really very good. Yeah, it's just good. It's just freaking good. I love it, and that's one of those bottles that I would replace if I ran through. Some of these I might let go, but that one I would replace for sure. Okay, this one is, I'm having trouble seeing it. This one is Ombre Sultan, and this is a reference amber. I don't have to say too much about this. This is what other ambers look to when they're comparing and contrasting how good they may or may not be. Okay, let's see, what's next? This is La Fille de Berlin, and this is very good. Rose and Geranium. This is a very good fragrance, dark and rich, as are a lot of these, Serges. I like Serges. I like what Christopher Sheldrick does. He doesn't follow any rules. He doesn't follow any trends. He just does his own thing. This one is what is this? Baptême de Feu. Baptême de Feu. And this is another dark. Look at that juice, man. Man, these fragrances are so good. I need to break out the Serges now that it's getting cold. This one is one of the strangest fragrances in my collection. This is Serge Noir. And you can see the dent I put in. I wear my fragrances. I don't give a damn. Like, you know, sometimes, you know, I get comments like, what the fuck is that? But gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, this is, let's see, what is this? Un Bois Vanille. And this is a very nice vanilla. Not the best vanilla I have in my collection, but a very good, subtle, classy vanilla. Let's see. This is, what is this? Oh, this is Le Précipité Passé. And this is another good fragrance. Look at the juice color on this fragrance. These are all very good. These are my favorite. I've tested a lot of Serges, and these are my favorite from the house. That's why they're in my collection. Chergy. Chergy is absolutely wonderful. Look at that juice. Yeah, Serge just ticks all the boxes for me. This is maybe my favorite from the house, and this is La Couche du Diable, and this is a wild fragrance. It's like motor oil. Yeah, certainly one of my favorites from the house, no doubt. We're running out of room over here. Okay, here's another very good vetiver. This is Vetiver Oriental, and yeah, this is a good vetiver. This is a really good vetiver. I put it up there near the Guerlain. I don't think there's any drop off from Guerlain to Serge. Okay, this was up on that shelf, and it's definitely worth mentioning. And this is La Douleur Exquise, Eugene's fragrance, Les Abstraits, and it's freaking good. It's just freaking good, and every time I open that cap, I just get hit with that patchouli and rose. Okay, and from the house of Zaharov, this is a prized possession of mine that was kindly gifted to me for my birthday a couple of years back, and this is the original from '99. This is the Zaharov Porom, and this is a beauty. It's really very good. I couldn't be happier to have that in my collection. Okay, this is a wonderful, this is a really wonderful citrus aromatic, and this is citrine. And look at the freaking dent. I think everybody that owns a bottle of this has a dent like that. It's I'll tell you what, I have Oceania by Raja, and I'd put that one next to it. There's no drop off in quality or creativity on those. Okay, this is Signature Noir, and Signature Noir is very good. I like this more than the Signature, I think. I'd have to, yeah, I'd say I'd like it more than the Signature. This is maybe one of the better ones from the house. And leaving out of the conversation the new ones that just came out, because I haven't had really a chance to get next to those. But this one is so good. This is Tobacco by Zaharov, and it is industry-wide one of the best tobacco fragrances out there. Full stop. Okay, what am I looking at here? This is X. This is X, and this is good. Not nearly as challenging as people make it out to be. I think it's just wonderful. The musks are wonderful in that. I think Claude Deer, both inside and outside of Zaharov, is a all-time perfumer, in my opinion. Okay, this is the Brass and Soul. I'll have to be honest, it's grown on me and I do like it now, but it has always kind of left me wanting of the three original Zed creators. I don't know why, it just doesn't speak to me. It's not a no hate or anything. I'm just not crazy about it. This is maybe of the Signature line besides Tobacco, this is one of my favorites. This is the Royale, and this is a classy fragrance. Like when you want to feel classy, that's what you wear. Okay, this is, what is this? Oh, this is the Siren. I tuck this right up underneath Tobacco as one of the better Zaharovs. Siren is wonderful, and I've recently gotten the new Zaharov Zed creators, and I'm not ready to say yet, but they're both very good. They're both very good. Let's see. This is TLTG's Business Over Pleasure, and I didn't like this at first. I gotta be honest. I thought it was bland and plain and mass appealing, and then I thought to myself, what am I being like a snob that I need to, critique whether it's complex or not or whatever. And I just kind of took another run at it, like a few months after I got it, and I really started to enjoy it. It's really a very good fragrance for what it is. There's no doubt about it. All of these fragrances are good, whether your preference rides up or down. It doesn't take away from how good the fragrances are. And then this is the Signature Rosé, and this is another very good rose. One of the better roses in my collection. Yeah, that's good stuff. I think that's done it for part 2 of the Top Shelf Trilogy. Like I said, we've got one more video with kind of the creme de la creme of my collection, some of the really heavy hitters, and then we'll do the a lot of the unboxings and hauls that I've gotten over the last couple of weeks. And that should tie up this series. I want to thank you all for coming back and all the great comments, and if there's anything about anything here that you can teach me, anything you can suggest as far as new directions to look in, always open to it. Love the conversation in the comment section. So y'all have a great night. I appreciate you. Stay grateful. Peace.